What's up, guys? It is your boy NCS07 here, and welcome back to another review video. So I've been in a bit of a Sonic phase lately, so I've actually been going through some of the Sonic games that I have, and I've been completing them. And the first one I finally completed was Sonic Forces on the Switch, so I figured I'd review this one. And yeah, also keep in mind that this is my first 3D Sonic game that I've played, so I haven't played the other ones. I haven't played Adventure or the Heroes or any of those games yet, so this is just based on Forces. So without further delay, let's begin with the presentation. Now, the presentation for this game is okay. Essentially, it's a 3D Sonic game, but it also includes elements of 2D as well, because, of course, I don't know, easier to develop, I suppose. And essentially, the game takes place across this big world, as well as this death egg as well. And you essentially complete levels across the world, basically trying to stop Dr. Eggman from doing evil things. More on that later. But honestly, though, the presentation for this game is okay, even though it does kind of have a bit of a tone issue, which I'll get into that later too. But not only that, graphically, now this is I play this on Nintendo Switch. Holy snap, does it not look that good. The game, I don't even think outputs 720p. The game has a huge amount of pixels, and it's just not the best. It just looks so pixelated. Now, this is the Switch version, so it probably is better on other versions of the game, but it's just not the best. It is able to stay at a pretty stable 30 frames per second, but they really couldn't have made the game look at least a little better. This is seriously on battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated levels of graphics, but graphics aren't everything. So in terms of presentation, though, I'll give it an okay. Now onto the story. Basically, Eggman wants to stop the world, and essentially he initially at the start of the story actually defeats Sonic using the character Infinite, who I guess exists. And then since Sonic is out for a while, you actually get to create your own OC. Yes, this game allows you to make OCs, but I'll get to that later. And honestly, I didn't really pay that much attention to the story. It's okay, but it has some tone issues that just don't work. I feel like that Sega makes their plots for these games way too convoluted. They could make it very simple, but no, they get really complicated. They either have to do these werehog things, or they have like a human girlfriend that, I don't even want to think about that. But ultimately, story-wise, I don't really care, so I'll give it a meh. And now on to the gameplay. Oh boy. So this is a 3D Sonic game, but it's not like a 3D Mario game. In 3D Mario, you're able to move around pretty well. Here in 3D Sonic, it's kind of like with those those mobile games where you kind of just drag, like you're kind of just running forever, kind of like Temple Run. It's kind of like that. And that's essentially how the game is. And that's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. There are a few moments of the game where they actually do get pretty 3D, which isn't saying much for the year 2017, but I digress. Case closed, though. The gameplay is only okay. So you can play as multiple characters. Sonic is okay to play as. He's not really that bad at all. He's fine. He can use a homing attack to home on to enemies, and he can also go really fast, but he kind of isn't that good in the 2D sections. I don't know, using modern Sonic in the 2D sections just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, especially since you can't use a spin dash doll. You have to have classic Sonic for that. Also, classic Sonic is in this game as well, and basically has some 2D levels. They're fine, but the problem with it is that the level design in these games just aren't the best. I don't know, I feel like they just kind of lay stuff out in a weird way. Like, you just have these hordes of enemies that you go against, but like sometimes you don't even have to defeat them. And this doesn't just go for the 2D levels, this goes for 3D ones as well, where you just don't really have to do much. You could just breeze past them and it doesn't really change anything, unless maybe your rank, but it's just kind of dumb. And then, what I mentioned before, the OCs. So in this game, you get to make OCs, and I gotta ask the question of why? I mean, I know there were some people that were probably excited about this, because I know there's some people that like to draw Sonic OCs and whatnot, but it's like, why put this in the game? I feel like it's kind of unnecessary, and does it really make it that much of a Sonic game? I don't know. I feel like these kinds of things are okay for certain games, but I feel like for a Sonic game like this, I don't think OCs really work that well. And the OCs play okay. They do have several abilities. One of them is a flamethrower, and I swear to God, it is the most broken thing in existence. This thing literally destroys like waves of robots in like a second. It's so easy. This is where, and that's the problem, is I feel like it makes the game way too easy. But you don't have to use it, so there's that. But on that note, this game, it isn't that difficult. I mean, in being the first 3D Sonic game I played, I didn't really expect it to be that easy, but it isn't very difficult. It really just isn't, so, and I mean, I'm fine with that, but I also feel like, I don't know, they could make the game a little bit easier. But at the same time, though, there's plenty of moments in the game where it basically throws you for a loop and basically kills you for whatever reason. Maybe you fall off at just the wrong moment because an enemy bounces you back, Castlevania style. But it isn't nearly as bad as other games in the series, so I'll give it a pass here. So, in terms of gameplay, it's a meh. And in terms of controls, they're fine. Now, the content. Goodness gracious, for $40 when I bought this game, I beat the game. I mean, I initially played the game for like maybe an hour or something like that, but I didn't really get that far. But lately, I played through the entirety of the game in 3 hours. I beat the game in roughly 3 hours from start to finish. That is very short for a game like this. Now, there is other stuff, because there's, aside from the 30 stages that you play in order to beat the game, you also can do various missions, like clearing a certain stage with an S rank, so you can get some more stuff for your avatar, which I don't really care about. I really don't care about. And some other stuff as well, and even bonus stages. And I mean, that's fine, but I feel like it's just kind of, I feel like for a game that came out in 2017, especially being put next to Super Mario Odyssey, which had so much more to do. And while yes, Super Mario Odyssey could be beaten very quickly, that game has a lot to keep you coming back. So many power moves and costumes. Here, it's like just costumes, and they're not even that, and they're not even for Sonic. They're just for your OC that only like maybe a few people care about. So in terms of content, the game doesn't have a lot. Honestly, I'd say this game somewhat fits its price, but at the same time, it's kind of embarrassing given this game came out in 2017. If this came out in 2007 or something like that, then I could somewhat understand it, but they could have put a lot more into this game. And in terms of its soundtrack, it's fine. I honestly will admit that Sonic games, even though their gameplay can be kind of hit or miss, at least it has some pretty good music consistently. So, yeah. Excuse me. Pass on the music. So overall thoughts on Sonic Forces. Honestly, it's okay. I don't think the game deserves a lot of hate, but it is clear that this game was not made out of love. It does kind of feel like Sega kind of put this out a little too soon. I don't know. I'll be fully honest, I'm very certain that 3D Sonic can work. Because look at Sonic Mania. That released the same year as Forces, and that's regarded as one of the best 2D Sonic games of all time, let alone one of the best Sonic games of all time. So, if they were able to make Sonic Mania so good, why not make Sonic Forces really good? It's just perplexing. I know it can work, but I guess the people at Sonic Team just don't know what the heck to do. And not only that, it's obviously one of those games where not everyone likes it, so yeah. But overall though, in terms of Forces, from my scale of 0 to 10, I will give Sonic Forces a 7 out of 10. I don't think the game is bad. I think the game was fun while it lasted, but it could have been so much better. It's fine. And I definitely do want to check out more of the 3D Sonic games, as this is the only one I've played out of the 3D Sonic games so far. But, geez, this game could have had a lot more to it. So, that's my review of Sonic Forces. Honestly, I want to do more Sonic videos in the future because I really want to play more of these games. I honestly haven't played that many, so let me know in the comment section if you guys agree with this review or not, and what you think of Sonic Forces in the comment section below. And also, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, then make sure to like and subscribe, because I told you so. Seriously though, please do. It was really appreciated. But anyways, with that being said, this is NTS07, signing off. Peace. Also, get me some chili dogs, please.
It's showtime! Did you enjoy the show? Well, time for the highlight.